Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, hope everybody is enjoying all the magnificent competitions that are out there. To start it, my name is Danny Martin. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Esposure. We're an ed tech platform that focuses on competitive gaming just as much as education and esports from a career development perspective. And today, we are doing something unique. We're having a fireside chat and sponsorship in regards to MAVS Gaming. And today we're here with Bobby Buckets. Bobby, how you feeling right now?
I'm good, man. I'm loving the event. You know, it's cool to see everybody, you know, players, prospects, people from the league. So it's nice to see everyone in, you know, one spot. So
I love it. That's community, right?
Exactly.
Let's talk about community. Like, talk about where you grown up, some of the impacts that you've had that helped you be where you're at today.
Yeah, I'll say so. For me, I grew up in Northern California. It's called Orville, California. Grew up playing basketball and stuff, so kind of community there, you know, it's big, small town, small field, so kind of, you know, I've gotten a lot of support from everything I've done when I moved to college, working for, you know, basketball team and stuff like that, and then, you know, obviously with the 2K support, because all my friends, we grew up playing 2K, so it's been, you know, a lot of support in the community.
I love it. So one of the coolest things about this experience is that students within our community from high school to middle schools get a chance to be able to see what it takes to be a pro within the actual industry of esports and gaming. Kind of talk about some of the tips that you can provide to high schoolers and middle schoolers when they're wanting to compete as well as, you know, be a coach like yourself.
Yeah, I'll say the biggest thing is just kind of, you know, getting your name out there. And, you know, for me personally, my experience, I kind of got my name out there by playing in the Texas Ticket back before Season 3. I flew out here. I joined a team I'd never played with before just to play in the event. And, you know, I got to meet a lot of people, and that's kind of how I got my name out here. So events like this is perfect where, you know, you get to meet people, you meet coaches, you meet other players. People can see you because a lot of stuff in the 2K community is on Twitter and stuff. Maybe, you know, people don't really know what you look like or how you talk, stuff like that. So just kind of anyone that wants to, you know, join the 2K League, be a player, compete, it's just, you know, going through the, you know, UPA events, playing in those, and kind of just, you know, traveling to these events and meeting people, networking. That's kind of with anything, just networking, making and building relationships.
Awesome. You know, growing up, you know, where was your parents? You know, we have a lot of parents in the crowd that's possibly watching, and there's a lot of questions about, should I allow my student or my child to be a part of this industry? What type of advice would you give for a parent? Was your parents pretty supportive, or did it something you had to work towards?
Yeah, my parents, they kind of just let me play. I used to, you know, my dad plays a little bit, so he stopped playing me when I was about 8 or so because I kept beating him, so he kind of stopped. But the biggest thing now is I think there's just so much more knowledge now where you can see the esports industry, the different careers, even playing-wise. Like, it's not just, you know, as a player, you know, there's different jobs and opportunities. So now there's a clear path where you can just see these are the different things you can do. Because I feel like for me growing up, I never expected to be a part of the 2K League. It didn't exist when I was growing up. So just seeing the opportunities is really awesome. And, you know, parents should be able to support it because if you know, your kids are doing something they love, it's awesome. So
what was your favorite game growing up?
I'm a big sports guy, so it's definitely 2K, you know, the college football games, college basketball, Madden, anything sports.
Awesome. You know, to kind of give some feedback and some knowledge, over the last 2 years, there was essentially about 27 colleges that offered esports scholarships, and over today there's approximately 700 colleges that are offering esports scholarships. What do you think about that?
I think that's awesome. So when I went to college in GCU, they were just starting their esports program. They had some titles like Overwatch and stuff like that. They didn't have anything 2K, so I was hoping, you know, I wish when I was going into college I could have got some scholarship to play 2K in college. That would have been, you know, saved me some money. But I think it's awesome. It's just so, you know, being able to go to school and get it paid for with scholarships and stuff through esports, I think it's just like that's another reason where it's so much. There's so many different ways where esports can help, you know, students, where it's financially, careers, and people just doing what they love.
Awesome. There is a stat that showcases is individuals that are in high school and middle school that participate in esports, there's about 90% of them never even play in any other sports. So just to be able to see, like, hey, this is the opportunity for individuals to come together and play and feel just as athletic as anybody else on the football team or the basketball team. You know, ultimately, when I see it, Dallas ISD hosted an actual tournament, an esports tournament, and it was 1,100 entrants, registrations that were part of that actual tournament. That is insane when it comes down to high school and middle school esports. Ultimately, how would you like to give back as a coach of MAVS Gaming?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, I love, you know, being able to, you know, talk to kids and kind of through my experience. 'Cause I feel like my experience is a little different than most just because, you know, I came from more a traditional sports background and translated into esports and made a whole career out of it. So just kind of, you know, we had a couple of events where we went to a couple of schools the other day and just talking. Just 'cause I love kids. I've been a substitute teacher through a K through 8 school.
Okay.
I've coached high school basketball, so I just love kids and helping in the community. Just kind of just so they know they can achieve anything that they want to achieve. Just you got to put your mind to it.
You got to put your mind to it. So, you know, a lot of students ask me this question all the time when we're traveling. We go to high schools and middle school. It's what are some of your biggest challenges, you know, that you have to face that, you know, and how has adversity helped you become a better man?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is just not, you know, really caring about other people's opinions and stuff, whatever it is, and doing whatever makes you happy and what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you know, you want to make yourself happy. So, you know, people might laugh at your dreams or anything like that. And just kind of, you know, and even like with video games, people might say, oh, it's a video game. But, you know, the paychecks are real, the career's real, and you're doing something you love. So, you know, your happiness is real compared to just relying on, you know, your friends might laugh at you, someone else might laugh at you. But a lot of times that, you know, that's coming from them hurting and stuff like that and being insecure and stuff like that. So just do whatever you love and, you know, strive for it and just be passionate about it.
Yeah. So, you know, many students and, you know, they have somebody they look up to. Bobby, who is somebody that you look up to that's giving you advice and guidance to help you? And if it's not even just one person, maybe multiple, and likely it is multiple individuals. Kind of speak on those and how they have impacted you to be in the position that you're in now.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is just my dad. My dad's kind of always supported me with everything I've done, whether, you know, it went from, you know, I wanted to be in the NBA at one point as a player. Obviously, didn't work it in that route as a player. And then, you know, going to school, he always supported me. I was trying to get into coaching. And then even with the 2K League, it kind of came up. He's always supported me with everything I do. So my dad, and just kind of seeing the things that he's done in his life and changing careers. And he was a director at a culture center. So I just seen all the impacts there where he's helping students and, you know, they have a study hall and helping the community. Just kind of, you know, learn from him and how much he cared about the community, just kind of for me being able to do the same.
Perfect. So this space is for, you know, individuals that are interested in game but never see it in this capacity. There's people here that have like, whoa, this even exists. All these individuals are competing and they're having fun. You know, talk about, you know, one of the things that you can be able to provide in regards to that of critical impact to that of a student that it may be challenged with that adversity, like with their adversities. Like what advice could you give for them so therefore they can be able to say, man, this is something I really want to do and I know it's a lot of adversity, but how can you get them through it?
Yeah, I would say just kind of the biggest thing is just never giving up on whatever it is, whatever you want to do. You know, I think you'd always say, you know, I want to accomplish this, but there's going to be roadblocks in the way where it might not go the perfect way you want, so you kind of just got to figure it out. For me, that's been with everything where you just take advantage of the opportunities in front of you, especially with this place. You know, I love what you guys are doing here with everything, even from the first time I seen it. And just I love the, you know, students' impact because I feel like for me, growing up and stuff, there wasn't as many opportunities and stuff. So kind of being able to have those opportunities, there's so many more people that you can impact and give back and help them get guidance for when they're growing up.
So for the individuals who do not know what the NBA 2K League is, kind of talk in your pitch, your 10-second, 15-second pitch. So therefore, individuals can leave here with a perspective of like, I need to follow, you know, your journey within the NBA 2K League and the journey of your team members as well.
Yeah, I would say it's to me, it's like really just virtual basketball at the end of the day. So if you love video games and you love basketball, it's like perfect for that. And even just like the esports stand, like it's a team, you know, 5v5, and we got 3v3 mode and stuff like that. So. And just kind of, you know, the impact that, you know, you got team coming together, just like real sports. You got teammates, you know, bonding, building relationships. And then also just the other side of it is the different opportunities. You got to have social. You got to have content. People can learn how to do graphics, the business side of it. There's just so many job opportunities where it's not just, you know, playing video games. There's a business side as well. So it's just so many opportunities where it's at the end of the day, it's just a lot of jobs for anyone that, and you love video games as well. It's another doing what you're passionate about.
So let's talk about, you know, your journey within the NBA 2K League. Talk about from the first season for you and then where you're at right now. Talk about the differences of that. Kind of give a perspective.
Yeah, so for me, when I tried to make the league season 1, I didn't make it through the combine, made it to draft pool season 2, didn't get drafted. I flew out to New York, didn't get drafted, so I had to sit through that. That was interesting. And then season 3, right before, I played in the Texas ticket. And then won that, and then got drafted season 3 to the Pacers. It was tough because it was COVID year, but I was kind of like the sixth man. I played a little bit, and then I also got drafted next year by the Lakers. Spent a year there as six-man / coach, so got a lot of experience with that. And then I went back to Indiana as the coach, so that was last year. A really good experience kind of seeing – I've kind of always had the coaching background, but kind of really seeing the ins and outs of everything. And it's not just, it's not just coaching. You got to manage people. You got to, manage apartments and all that type of stuff. So kind of the business side. And then now with the MAVS as an assistant coach. So kind of I've done it all. Player, six-man, coach, assistant coach. So
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, so I love it. I love being a part of the 2K League. I never expected to be in this position, but doing something I love.
Season 6, what you're expecting?
Yeah, I'm expecting a good year. I know, we got 3 players. We got to draft 2 more. I'm expecting big things, and obviously we want to win a championship, obviously in both. But I think the biggest thing is just kind of building. I want to make sure we have a good culture, and our team, they're bonding, and they all enjoy each other, and they build relationships not only with us but also with each other. I think that's a big thing. That's one of my big goals for the year. And
one of my big goals, is to actively bring the community together to be able to see the magic that you guys can create. It's very brilliant for them to be able to see like that it's possible. And our goal here at Esposure is to advocate for, NBA 2K League, MAVS gaming, even the pro-am scene in regards to what is happening within the actual 4 walls and also within our geographic location. There's millions of students in this particular area, and we feel as if like we have to be able to showcase you guys' brilliance, because what you're doing is amazing, and everyone that's out there competing their hearts out are just as amazing. And it's our goal to be able to showcase to middle school, elementary, high school, and even college students that this is something that they can actually go in. Stat-wise, the gaming industry is approximately about $300 billion, right? Esports is 1% of that. So our goal right now is to be able to increase that 1% from an esports perspective by showcasing that there are career opportunities out there, and you guys are living it, breathing it every single day, which is really awesome. So, what's a goal for your next season? For the season coming up that you feel as if like it's high, like it's a high goal, but you're gonna just kind of like, have you're gonna bite at it every single day, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're like, all right, I'm finna try it again, to showcase your perseverance that you've had all throughout your journey within the actual NBA 2K League. Yeah, I would say the biggest thing, obviously, is definitely a championship. Last year with the Pacers, we were able to win a 3v3 tournament, so that was like my first time being a part of winning something in the 2K League. But I think with that, like you said, it comes each and every day of practice and everything, each tournament and 3v3 and 5v5. So that's big. And then I think the community part is just great, just being able to do that throughout the year. We've already done a few, but just kind of once we have all our guys and being able to get them in the community and see them from a player's perspective as well will be awesome. Awesome. Anything do you want to say to the students that are looking, maybe in the streams or here in the actual Esposure Studio and Education Center? Any last words that you want to leave them with? No, I would just say be great, and anything that you want to achieve, just strive to do it and don't give up on your dreams. Awesome. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.